some sustain in, work towards something like the Wit's End. There's a lot of AP, a lot of magic damage over on the Immortal side, and I think if he can get to like 1-2 items, get a Wit's End, something like that in there, I do think he's really going to start taking over.
Info now Solo will realize doesn't have flash from the earlier gank. Dokla just hits level 6. This is a rough spot for Rumble to be in, and Dokla will start it off. Let's see who gets the kill credit. They should give this over to the Yone. First blood, a big Dokes.
We'll get a dragon down on bot side.
Yeah.
Energy though, potentially.
Will they? It's contested. Ignore engages. Contracts logging down. Beautiful CC chain as Balulu is caught out away from the rest of the members. Dragon goes over, but can the rest of Immortals retreat now? Treats has the flash, gets over the wall. Now Ignar's going to continue. Doesn't have the flash himself. Treats slowed down. Treats will be sacrificed as well. There you have it. 2 kills for the Dragon. Energy trading up.
Nicely done by Energy, and I really like how Palafox held his charm for so long, because just having the threat of that as Contract's looking for more.
Yeah, they're not done yet. Energy want to take everything from Still doesn't have flash. This is Ignar's moment. Push Treats up towards the river. Treats is in such a rough spot right now. Knocked up, slowed down, charmed up, and another kill given over to NRG. Who gets it? Looks like it's going to be FBI. Palafox gets the kill credit.
Envy is coming up, but if they lose this 2v2, this is going to be one that really decides the game. Equalizer is ready, and they have Ignite.
Energy are just going to try and chain onto Solo. He flashes away. Dokla's in trouble. They're doing a lot of damage. Solo gets the kill, making a double to the top laner for Immortals. Palafox and Balulu, meanwhile, have their own 1v1 going. Charm lands. Palafox with the outplay. Splash from Balulu, and Foxfire is not enough to pick up the kill from Palafox. Does he go for the flash? No, I think Balulu's out of there.
Yeah, doesn't move up. He could actually be getting cut off here potentially and not be able to get back towards mid, but now Balulu is going to go down towards bot. Tactical though, he's been caught.
Okay, Asher use instant cleanse. Flashes for Tactical wants to get aggressive on FBI. Doesn't quite have the Ren stack. Oh, but he survives! Treats keeping him alive, and Immortals get a double kill to their bot laner.
Out there from Treats, and it's enough to get those stacks as they're going topside.
Yeah, chain CC onto Solo. He will get the equalizer down and actually survives it. There's no more play for Energy unless Palafox really wants to force something here. Charm lands, and the shutdown is there for Palafox. Again, traded for a Dragon.
Down on bottom side, so Tactical getting a lot of gold here injected into him. Now out to about 5,500 gold, so Tactical.
Ignar bot side reset at the same time. Immortals have 4 members up here to chase down Dokla. He will use the Yone ult to get away from that, but he's pulled right back in. Do they have the damage? Under turret, Tactical will pick up his 3rd kill of the game.
And Immortal's going to be able to knock down another turret here. Their bot lane took down that first tower on the bottom side. Now they're going to be able to get another one here up on that top lane. And yes, the Ahri may have
was stopped, and Ignar Contracts, they already committed to the play. So now we have a 3v2. Teleport coming in from Dokla. Will not have the ultimate for this, but with FBI joining, Immortals now need to get out of there. Tactical with a really quick cleanse, but is it enough? He's trying to kite back. He's trying to get the damage in. He has the bailout yet again, but he cannot get the resets. Shut down as Balulu teleports in, fancies himself some damage in this fight. Will get the kill onto Dokla. We've reset 3v3. Immortals now chasing NRG, who are trying to retreat, chase into the brush. They're focusing Kenvi. Balulu flashes away. He's the damage. Balulu gets the first one. Immortals are doing it. They're gonna get another one. Solo's melting down Contracts, and IMT are fighting back. Solo picks up a kill. Immediately go on the Callista. Tactical got a rend off in that fight. I think that's what sealed his fate. But now Palafox still playing for more here onto Kenvi. Dive in between turrets. There's no help for Immortals jungler. Does Palafox have the damage? Oh, he's spear rushing forward. Foxfire for the kill and flashes to safety.
Nicely done there by Palafox. Can be doing a good job sidestepping some of the damage. You know, sidestepped one of the earlier orbs of deception, trying to stay.
We're hiding in the brush. And that should just be Dragon. Let's see if Contracts can go for a steal. Might try and 50-50 this, but you're right. Kenvi is here. Oh, they're just gonna melt down Ignar. Long range from the equalizer. Solo will grab that, so no contest anymore. That is a 3rd Dragon for Immortals.
Nicely done there by Immortals. Again, the bot lane kind of creating that play. They chunk out Ignar.
Pulls back Contracts to allow them the space to take the Gromp on the Renata Glasgow champion that hasn't played all too often, but we heard from Thinkard, he was like, yeah, it's tough to play this all-dive composition into this champion. And I think we're already starting to see the players feel a little uncomfortable with how they want to approach. Teleport coming in. All right, Dokla looks for it onto Balulu. Really chunks him out, but Balulu says the only way out is in, and he'll trade his life. That's a 1v1. But they do still have the gold lead, though. It is important to note that. And maybe they can use their pick tools that we talked about earlier. They go for the engage. Massive from Contracts and company. FBI's getting all that damage on Tactical. Not saved this time, and Energy make it happen. Battle IMT turns into a very important play there from FBI. He was fishing with those Ash arrows earlier. This is going to be more kite back style. They have found play after play for themselves, and Energy now have to approach as for Treats. Pulls in Dokla. Oh, he almost goes down immediately, and they snipe him with the equalizer. Solo might be traded, but he is still alive. It's going to come down to FBI and Palafox. They got to do a lot of carrying, but Balulu with a shuffle will take down 2 more. Palafox, he's still up. Maybe he can look for a miracle. But that just turned into a 4-for-0 in favor of IMT.
Immortals just wipe Energy off the map there. Ignar keeps getting caught. It feels like a number of times in a row he's getting punished. You know, they have a lot of tools.
Yeah.
Actually, check these here too. There was like 2 waves that died to that tower. But they were a little bit hesitant to do it. They wanted to try to control some space in between these lanes. Now they'll be able to take down the tier 1 mid finally. They're trying to push out mid with FBI, so they want to try to reset these waves as much as they can.
Kennedy says enough is enough, guys.
Wonder, yes, it looks like it probably, yeah, it is, I think.
That's one to catch you out. Speaking of getting caught out now, big engage from Ignar. If they can get Balulu right into Contracts, his waiting arms. The mid laner taking a lot of damage, but they've repositioned. Now they caught Palafox. Immortals turn the play again. And Tactical wants even more. Trying to chase onto Ignar, flashes over the wall, gets the knockup. Chasing onto FBI and Dokla. Energy are completely split right now.
Shutdown off him, and they wipe all his stacks off the Magi's, which he had just teams that are down towards the bottom of the standings.
They really do, man. It just keeps happening. But then you're like, wait a minute. Everybody else is a little far behind. Let's see if Energy have any more in the tank here, as they are looking for another play. They're catching out Kenby, very tanky, has to stopwatch himself. Hostile takeover yet again onto Dokla. They can catch out the Yone. The shuffle from Balulu onto 2. They got FBI, they're gonna get Contracts as well. A double kill to Tactical, and IMT own this rift. Dokla in full retreat. Will they allow him to escape? No damage to follow up. Kenby can't quite get him. Oh, handshake doesn't land. IMT, they sent the message though. NRG are sweating and IMT are feeling good.
Balulu finding so many good Azir ults in this game. It just always seems like Balulu maybe in trouble now.
Yeah, Palafox was actually getting the wave and Balulu for IMT of this game. And could you believe the outcome based on power rankings coming into today? We thought Energy would.
I don't know if it's like a not preparing for the low teams. I don't know what it exactly is.
Well, they're not rational. Not rational gamers as the engage from Dokla almost one-shots Balulu. Can they keep him alive? Azir's out of there. Kenby's in and says, I will tank the rest of the damage for you, friend. But oh, dang, just flash it over the wall. Treats and Solo want it, and they will take it. Ignar goes down while Tactical gets the top turret. That's a teleport back in from Balulu. He's still ready to fight Contracts, and Dokla hoping to take him down. He just takes the same escape path twice. Now Contracts too far forward. Energy are getting wiped in the fight. IMT are making it happen while Tactical just ends the game. NRG flounder, IMT soar. And could you believe it? Flash of Tactical didn't even need to. Balulu picks up the kill with heads raised in defiance. They'll take down Energy. IMT end their season with the win.
Nicely done here by Immortals. They're going to try to pad the stats, pick up one more kill on Palafox, but he's running for the hills.
He's just trying to waste some time here as Solo will be soloing Ignar right now, but they have enough minions. IMT trying to pad the stats, have some fun. A well done split, and there you have it. IMT ended on a high note.
Very strong 5v5 composition. Tristana also plays through side lanes fairly well because you have a lot of self-peel, you have the rocket jump, you have the buster shot. On the other side, it's a lot of engage here. It's a lot of
space for EG to get this first dragon.
It's also worth noting that Hunter is going the Kennen Shiv build. I'm kind of a hater of this build, to be honest. I've been a bit of a hater of Kennen on hit builds.
Thought process. We have the Herald started up here. TSM are grouping for it as, flash from Shaden to avoid the engage, but Insanity wants to commit onto this, and Shaden has no backup. So first blood.
He was down bot with Turtle, but Unforgiven is moving up through that river now, and Shaden's coming back from base.
They're just getting a lot of damage onto Chime, who is just undecisive if he wanted to go in or not. Revenge knows he wants to go in, jumps onto Insanity, but was that wise? Hauntzer's here as backup, and TSM get the first kill. Revenge is out of there, and EG just don't quite. If you do get focused down, it is still good improvement for the player.
Totally, and you have to have faith in your opponents, as we're going to see.
Yeah, the engage comes through here. TSM yet again jumping in onto EG. It's Ayla this time who's locked down, and TSM get their third kill. JoJo once more though, and Unforgiven actually is the one to pick up that one as TSM pick up a dragon for themselves.
Yeah, I think Insanity has had a great split. You know, he is very much.
Keep your eyes on Wild Turtle. Can he get at least 2 this time around? So far, TSM are in a pretty comfortable position. Dead even in gold, but now EG, though.
They got a little bit hypey, but should have just taken the flash and been happy with it.
All right, let's take a look at the setup right now, because EG, we're trying to get some vision down in the river, and Ayla punished for it. TSM get another. Looking to see if anyone from TSM falls for the trap. Chime just drops a little ward down, and now they're focusing on Insanity. They have more than enough to take that kill. Chime even has to flash to safety. EG, they get their pick.
Yeah, that was really nicely done. They know that Insanity had no flash. They also know JoJo has no flash, so he's going to draw attention by pushing up towards that tier 2 and bot. So they play behind him. Insanity shows up. The rest of his team does not, so they get a freebie, even though Insanity had that nice sidestep on the bandage toss. He's still going to get ulted up by the Amumu and knocked down. Boogie trying to threaten on the side, but it's all in.
Oh! A little bit more damage proportionally, but right now it's like, no, that was just timing right there. JoJo, though, does not know that he's in danger. Control ward in the tri-brush, and Chime getting the kill.
Nicely done. Chime as well as Boogie combining to burst down JoJo there. Insanity was splitting on that top side again. TSM heading over towards where JoJo will be on the map, trying to put that pressure. EG had the support for JoJo last time. This time, it's Insanity who has that support, and now Ayla caught out again, but I don't think there's enough damage here for it to really matter.
He doesn't have anywhere to retreat to. Gets a shield. Wild Turtle can't quite take him down. Shaden keeping him alive, and now Shaden's pulled in. Daisy is taken down. Revenge looking to posture forward. Buy some space. Maybe look for another engage as Ayla bandage tosses in. Unforgiven has joined up. Now EG have the damage that they need if they can get the Kaisa into that backline. No one's going to set it up, though. TSM escape.
Yeah, and the Herald won't quite finish off the turret, unfortunately. Enough damage was done to it.
I was trying to build it up to be a cool thing, and TSM just ran away. You know, they gave up.
As soon as he pushes out this wave, because it does get a little bit dicey. They have some eyes, though, on some people from TSM on the top side, and Revenge is going to get aggressive.
Insanity's just taking massive damage from a Kazante solo. JoJo teleports in and seals the deal. Chime now trying to escape with the quickness underneath the turret, but JoJo jumps in for a little more and does not find it. Chime barely
can find his way in, but it can be tough.
No all out from Kazante, but they do have the Amumu ultimate. Ayla can do a lot of work here, and they're just going to catch Wild Turtle, the AD carry from TSM, out of position. EG pounce, and they will claim the damage dealer for TSM. That is their Red Bull Baron.
That is brutal for TSM. Turtle trying to group up there. That was a possibility, and he gets punished so heavily. And now EG massively ahead as Hauntzer's going in, but
okay, Slicey Maelstrom. He has Chime and Insanity here as well. Ooh, Revenge walks back in to the knockup. JoJo has joined, though. Back up here for Revenge. JoJo just shredding through the TSM members. You lose your top laner, but I think the mid laner is more than enough to answer. That's one down with the rocket jump reset. Give him the double kill to JoJo.
Reset. There was a knockup from Chime, but we're back to live, and we're back to Ayla getting caught.
Ayla's catching. Who's catching who, actually? EG have more members around the area, and Unforgiven!
At this point, you know, with the Baron buff, with both the marksmen getting really all the kills here for EG. I mean, Unforgiven is putting out some serious damage. He has. In goes Unforgiven. Unfortunately for him, he does not get the kill. The explosive shot did expire there, and JoJo picks it up. But yeah, there's the Bloodthirster now complete for JoJo. So both these marksmen are ridiculously fed at this point.
Revenge 1v1ing onto Insanity, and I don't even think Chime can help out here. That's a one-way trip. Insanity killed solo in a side lane.
Yeah, Insanity starting to die in these side lanes quite a bit. EG have been putting on so much pressure towards those sides. And as soon as they're showing top, there's no one answering on bot. Another buffer.
They're not giving up, though. Maybe they can lock down Ayla. Answers with the Curseless Head Mummy. JoJo flashing forward yet again. They got Wild Turtle. That's the damage once more.
He's been so on point with his rocket jumps.
Yeah.
You know, again, buffered the Sejuani ult, it looked like there, so it's just been perfect in response to those engages on him, and he's able to go in
to the base. There's no inhibitor turret remaining for TSM on the bot side, and EG will claim this inhibitor, or at least give a solid effort to. Haunter looking for an engage angle. He has the flash, he has the rocket belt. Haunter could be the hero, but JoJo just jumps in, he fancies himself it. Stopwatch used, finds so much space for EG, and Haunter just can't find the angle, but Ayla does! TSM routed back to their fountain. Is this really how the game will end? EG just march into TSM's base and say bet. Revenge underneath the Nexus turrets. JoJo jumping in once more for good measure. And TSM with 3 members left, they're trying to just heal up in the fountain so that they can stop the Nexus turrets from going down. EG don't have a big wave to play with though. Another one's answering now. Do they go for the end? I think they want it. Low health bars, but they fancy themselves a game win here. TSM in trouble. Can they hold the line? Nexus turret's going down. JoJo's got to focus them. Do they have enough gas in the tank though? I mean, Insanity's up in 10 seconds. Wild Turtle and 8. Boogie taking a lot of that damage. And EG just haven't gone for the end yet. JoJo jumps in out of Hauntzer. A lot of damage out of the cannon. Can he take him down? Couple more autos. Not there. TSM, it's make or break. They gotta go now, but EG get it. Just playing with them, and they will take the win.
Fares with the Rakan, with the nerfs that have been layered onto her. And they rounded out with a beefier front line here. So no surprise on the 100 Thief side. They've got that super strong front line. They've got the Azir carry.
Disrespectful, so close to the enemy team there in a 1v3 situation. Huhi and River off to the side. Level 6 is available on both those supports now as Gory goes back over the wall. Nice charm into the solar flare. The backup damage arrives and it's first blood back over to Gory. Now 100 Thieves are in serious trouble. W6D3 has to jump back over the wall into the Raptor pit. The zap flies out over the wall. But Sticks say the opportunity to catch back up in this game. Static Shiv is fully completed for W6D3, so he has a greater power spike, but not enough to try to contest.
Difficult. Really, really nice catch.
I also just... Oh, there's five top.
Licorice in some trouble here as Closer finds him just ready and waiting here in the tri-brush. Licorice jumps back in as River flies in with a vault breaker over the wall. And now the Wombo combo kills Closer even though Huhi didn't find the Zenith Blade. Gory's ready to join the fight. Someday is not going anywhere but home, man. Gory picks
up to the top half of the map, so even more turret plates for Stixay.
Licorice overstaying his welcome here a little bit.
Flash.
Busio popping the quickness. He's got flash for flash, so finally 100 Thieves get fallen. W6D3 has this tier 1 on the top side nearly burst down, and he'll go ahead and put the last few auto attacks into it. That is first
A double dip here with Herald and Dragon.
The Herald nearly getting all the health off of the tier 1 turret. The backup from Quid and W6D3 is enough to guarantee it. Actually using the Emperor's Divide himself ended up being a massive benefit for the Thieves.
Yeah, they were able to push Golden Guardians completely.
Name of the game. Selfless gameplay required from Closer and 100 Thieves as River and Huhi go in looking for a chain CC onto Busio. They burst him down before
there, so I think 100 Thieves pretty happy to trade objectives with the towers on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, I think both
2-0 start again with the Everfrost already completed. The playmaking tools are there, but it's all about lining up with your Vi and your Leona.
And since we've got a full 2 minutes till it spawns, you have plenty of time to push out the top lane first.
Yeah.
So even though Quid
2 sticks but no hat.
Licorice looking for a possible teleport flank on the Jax.
Okay, the Drake is low, 2,000 HP. That one's going to be secured by the Golden Guardians, and now they're ready to engage on Busio. He's in the quickness, but he's locked down. Someday's coming around from the side, but he won't find a good target to go all out on here just yet. Glacial Prison misses. Solar Flare finds a slow onto multiple targets. Huhi's here on the front, and Licorice charges forward. W6D3 wants to kite it out. He's right next to Quid. They're trying to escape, while Licorice chases the other two away. River leads the charge. Quid and W6D3 kite it out. Licorice
respond. This Baron dies fast.
Someday already TPing into the backside of the enemy red buff as Huhi gets hit by the Glacial Prison, but he ain't too worried about it. Baron's still going to be burned. It's secured by River and the Golden Guardians. Now they're ready for the counterattack here on Someday, but an Emperor's Divide back onto 2. Someday staying alive right now, but River ults them. W6D3 killed Huhi off to the side. Golden Guardians are crumbling.
W6D3.
They got to be careful, man. W6D3's going to find Stixay. 2 of the 8. Careful. Gory versus 2. Boosty on a nice grand entrance. W6D3 with a shutdown back onto the enemy 80 carry, and he ain't going to stop there. It was Baron for the base check into this area you already control. We'll let you have the Chemtech Drake. It's still only 2-2 in Drake's stack. Golden Guardians are just going to opt to take the gold advantage of securing the tier 1 turret in mid lane instead.
Yeah, Golden Guardians want to split this game up as much as possible now. They have the TP advantage on Jax, so it's a lot of guerrilla warfare. Closer wants to group this game up.
Gory getting caught there by the Glacial Prison, but he can still disengage in time. Now they got Frost. They got W6D3 locked down, but he stays alive thanks to the stopwatch. The damage to the Golden Guardians will not finish him off just yet, but a nice charm back onto Quid. Going to take the other enemy carry down critically low. Golden right back in there. The Baron has started up. Golden Guardians only got it down to about half HP. They're not going to stick around this time. They're trying to disengage to the top side of the river.
They got Gory.
Gory's already down. It's tragedy for the Golden Guardians. 100 Thieves now continuing to fight as Quid. It's a 2-man shuffle. River and Licorice got to try to get out, but they ain't going nowhere. Stixay at least gets one back, but Licorice is going straight to the dirt. Beautifully fought from 100 Thieves. A critical mistake from Gory, and the Thieves are about to get Baron.
How did Someday get away from that? That was like the most broad daylight kidnap I've seen. It looked like he walked behind Ari and ulted him.
He did slowly walk up to an Ari.
He's going to want to redeem himself for that one. Well, there you go. There's redemption from Someday for 100 Thieves.
I feel like I worry about a flank from Huhi. They're doing a very good job all game of preventing people from getting on double. If here, they go.
Oh, Quinn goes in for the shuffle. Huhi and River are going to be the targets at the very start, but now Doublelift might be jumped on. Golden Guardians finding the enemy carry. They get the Guardian Angel, but they still got to kill him again. Gory, Huhi, Licorice, and Stix, they all looking for the damage. Gory's got the shutdown. River tries to escape back over the wall the other way. Busio needs to chase him. River with a Vault Breaker can regroup back with his team. 100 Thieves thought they had their moment there, but now Someday's coming around from the side. River with another Vault Breaker backwards. Quinn flashing in to find the kill there. Stixay lets the feathers fly. Quinn's still alive for now. Quinn beautifully shut down. Quinn is stepping up where Doublelift fell, and now Closer's found his way to try to lock down Licorice. Quinn and Busio trying to kite this one out, as Licorice again will not get any value out of the Hourglass. Quinn is there. 100 Thieves continue their push.
100 Thieves, they're thriving in the chaos. Flowers chase down the kill after kill here. Now with the Baron buff, they can get even more. Towers don't stand a chance. Mid gonna go down. They can even take the red buff, and they don't even have to stop here.
Very high damage. Golden Guardians consistently looking for picks.
River and Licorice jump in on Someday a little bit, but K'Sante is never really the target. Stixay putting a lot of feathers into Busio here. Licorice again with the Hourglass. Into the back goes River. They found Doublelift, the lockdown for the Everfrost, and they got him. Stixay with the damage and the kill as 100 Thieves have to play without their 80 carry. Quinn the stasis of his own, but it ain't gonna do enough just yet. Someday goes all out looking for Huhi, but he won't find him. Busio and Someday, the last two standing. Golden Guardians find a massive fight off of a massive pick on Doublelift.
Banger alert! Golden Guardians! They didn't hear no bell, Flowers! They're still going for it, and now they're gonna get inside the base inhibitor tower.
Okay, they might end. Look at these death timers. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 30 seconds. Just a top laner support, and 4 strong for Golden Guardians.
It's a Rakan without ult. It's a K'Sante without ult. It's Golden Guardians with a 4-man push and a minion wave ready to go. First Nexus turret taken low, but it ain't down yet. Busio is. He's gone. Sunday's trying to use the Pathmaker, but it's just a path to victory for the Golden Guardians. They will stop 100 Thieves in their tracks and secure a top 2 spot.
The 3-0 win.
Go pick.
Yeah.
When you get Summit to play Orin, he is disrespecting you.
He played it versus Fudge early on in the
won with
split.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's my point.
Yeah.
Disrespect.
Combo it. Santorin's looking around, but bottom lane for Team Liquid is here first, so even though Pioshik goes a little early on this fight, slight little extra advantage for Team Liquid in addition to the plate money.
Well, Tomo catches up immediately as we're talking about it. Pioshik versus Santorin. Santorin get knocked away, and it's the first strike extra projectile that gives APA the first blood with the Mega Inferno Bomb from the long-range distance as Jensen, Poom, and Tomo are trying to get one back. Pioshik's running back towards the minion wave. He uses Sonic Wave, but Rich is ready to collapse on him.
Rich with the roam down, so Pioshik right into his waiting arms there. Was about to say, like, that's a beautiful setup. The synergy between Pioshik and APA without even speaking the same language has been on point. CoreJJ's not letting Poom get away.
APA is ready to bring the damage here on this one too. Nice use of the satchel charge to make sure that Alistar's escape route doesn't go anywhere at all. Tell a different tale as CoreJJ and Yan with their control over the bottom lane are going to protect Pioshik, make sure nobody from Dig
Definitely is. This whole game really scary for Dig. Oh my god, we just saw Lee Sin killing Santorin. Now we cut back to it and he's already dead.
They were still standing bot. Bottom lane is about to completely collapse for the side of Dig. There we go. Herald's at least going to grab a couple there in the mid lane. There it is. First turret. Go for it and push mid instead.
They're teleporting in. They want to fight.
Doesn't look like it. All right. Summit's ready to go. The Ornn leads the charge. A big old burp on to Poom. Going to lock him down here at the very start. Santorin shields up himself. Yan zoned away from the rest of the fight as Dignitas trying to get out, but the Ornn horn is sounded. Jensen knocked up into the air as Yan escapes off to the side and Poom's in the middle of everybody. The cow gets turned into burgers and Dignitas.
They take the Rift Herald but teleport back out for Dignitas. They want to contest.
Yeah, Dignitas is not done with this. It's a double TP from Rich and Jensen. They're ready to get back in here and contest this. The eyeball is open. The Herald's going to be stolen by Santorin. APA and Summit are trying to run away and CoreJJ's already dead. Dignitas find a great angle here. Jensen's coming back in for a double as he picks up
Santorin. So it's the Ivern able to get it. plus Jensen sweeps on him here for the chase. Enough
Momentum, but now, what about Poom? He's got the ulti. He'll lead the charge forward here into the brush right next to the Daisy as he tries to find his engage. Has to pop the ulti as Team Liquid's ready to fight back. Tomo here, tracked down by the Core JJ ulti. Poom still on the front line. Got to be careful that Alistar ulti isn't going to last much longer. Rich coming in looking for an angle, but he's knocked up into the air. Isolated. The Croc with the Gore Drinker stays alive for a long time, but not long enough. Dignitas seeing if they can get one back. Core JJ drops first. Jensen taking the kill as Tomo chases after Summit and puts a bullet in his back. Dignitas
some damage they can mess around with.
Yeah, Pioshik's really daring him on this one. APA still looking for some of those bomb angles. Oh, Poom just barely lives. If APA is Tomo getting tracked down by the depth charge. Team Liquid looking for their angle. Mega Inferno Bomb takes Tomo nearly all the way to 0 as Poom's tanking up. The Alistar ulti keeps him durable, but he's not durable enough. Core JJ's Ignite takes him down. Ornhorn forces a flash out from Rich, but Yawn's ready to follow with a rocket jump. An explosive charge seals his fate, and Santorin has to...
Blue goes down so they can see 6,000 health and drop him pretty quickly. Santorin does have a smite.
There's ultis available for Tomo and Jensen if they really want to full send on this, but it looks like they can't get in there in time. Team Liquid, they pick up the objective, and Dignitas hung around so long, now they might get punished even further.
Turret just send to APA by himself. One-man demolition crew.
It's going to get even higher.
Certainly is. See, Jensen here has to give way, and that's 2 turrets immediately. Dragon. Poom gonna go for the fight, though.
Yeah, Poom trying to use the Hex Flash there with the Ivern brush. Core JJ taking a bit of damage as APA is shuffled in by Jensen. Dignitas finding a big shutdown on the enemy mid laner as Yawn gets tagged with a Void Seeker. Dignitas critically also finding this engage, finding this pick as the Drake is spawned.
Okay, Jensen doesn't have teleport, so he's gonna have to walk back because APA, while he died, did a lot of damage to him. During that time, Team Liquid actually have a chance here to pull something crazy off. But it's not going to last long. That is Zera's coming quickly.
Jensen's coming back down now. Summit off to the side. Daisy being the 5th man right now in Jensen's absence. The substitute player tagged in. As Summit has to walk back off to the side here. Pioshik still looking for an angle to try to smite steal this. Rich and the rest of Dignitas don't want to let him do it. They're going to allow the Sonic Wave to expire.
He's coming over. And that satchel charge is ready to go. Summit ults.
Summit Ornhorn going back, looking to find Jensen, but they won't get him. Pioshik wanted to hit the kick, but Jensen's just knocked back to safety instead. Pioshik with only 50 HP has to flash away, and he survives for now. But Jensen runs him down with the soldiers. Yawn's Buster Shot knocks away. So Dignitas are only going to get the 1 kill in exchange for the tier 2.
Team Liquid have been getting a little bit greedy. Let's see if they can catch anything here, though. They're waiting in the death brush. Surprise!
Yeah, Rich might end up not where he wants to be here. Oh my goodness, what a lollipop from the dredge line. The skill shot hits Rich, but he's ready to keep the fight going. That's not what he should have been doing now. Nice. Okay, Team Liquid.
Got the flash.
Team Liquid is looking to burn down these buildings from Dignitas. Poom might just die in the Alistar ulti here as the Ornhorn runs him over. I think they might have just put themselves in a spot to win the game. Tomo's dead too. Dignitas lose 2 for nothing.
Take this one without up without a fight as well. Maybe you get a tower on bottom side. I don't know how healthy that bottom tower is. That's a reach.
Hit it, Mr. Crocodile. Hit it fast. Hit it again. Hit it hard. Hit it again. Hit it again. There we go. All right. Now he's got to try to slice
zigzag.
Dignitas know that their base is not long for this world. Again, it's Ziggs and Tristana. APA just instantly destroys the tier 3 turret in the bottom lane. This champion is nuts at taking out structures.
All right, let's see it again. Let's see it again, huh?
Yeah, how about half the HP in a single auto attack? That'll do it.
Yeah, people always talk about the satchel charge, but what about the short fuse?
Yeah, the single auto attack. Dredge line not going to hit Jensen there. Core JJ went fishing for it. Not quite going to get this one. As Summit's on the front line here, Poom jumps in.
Oh my.
And he immediately regrets his decision-making process on that one.
There's just so much burst on this DL squad.
He died so fast I couldn't even change the speed at which I was talking. I just had to stay conversational with it. All right, Cannon Minion, what do we got? Plink.
This is much more calm.
Plink.
Here we go. Yeah.
Plink.
Meanwhile, here comes the Ziggs auto. It's coming in. APA.
Oh, there it is. Goodbye. All right, Inhibitor's going to die just about as fast. Team Liquid has a 5v4 for the next 8 seconds. Ivern Brush is just trying to create some sort of confusion, but the nice part about the bombs, you can throw them right into the brushes anyway. Jensen tried to jump in immediately, has to change course as the first Nexus turret explodes. Rich has already popped buzzsaw of bombs that is Team Liquid.
True. All right, well,
Hits the strike on Daisy, and she's gone. Dignitas now getting engaged on. CoreJJ leads the charge with depth charge. He's got the stasis to keep himself alive as Bioshik jumps back in. Rich wanted to heal, but he's forced into the Guardian Angel before he can do anything else. Boom, knocked away by the Buster shot. Jensen looks for a shuffle, finds a little bit of damage, but as soon as he comes out of stasis, he dies. Shutdown credit over to APA. Dignitas have a 4v4, but they gotta heal up. Summit's really low. Yon and APA still full health. Tomo's got to be so careful, so respectful of these bouncing bombs. A little bit more damage under the turret, and I say that with it at 90% HP. Rich ain't gonna get anybody. Yon's going on a rampage. Team Liquid looking for the end as Tomo goes to the back, finds the kill on APA. Dignitas trying to make the hero move, the hero moment, but it won't happen. They're done. The damage from Yon is enough. The rocket jump right back onto the last man standing, and Team Liquid with a quadra kill for Yon and a 9,000 gold lead will take down Dignitas and end their regular season on a win.
vicious pair of Yordles. We just saw, Flowers. Yon
The static shiv build is a favorite of that one, but no. Instead, they're going with Silas.
Yeah, the LeBlanc is a bit of a self-counter there, so I was starting to sweat a little bit.
Now, looking for Imanez. He finds the root, but only through the buffer. Imanez might just drop. He flashed late. He dies to the chain lash.
When I like it too because it's not even very inefficient. And you don't lose a lot of time coming back through mid lane. With them pushed up like that, it was a pretty quick and easy stop. Meanwhile, we do get the flash on bottom side here for the threat onto Vulcan. He's got a Hex Flash, of course, though, so you don't lose too much.
Exactly. Those supports that run the Hex Flash don't feel nearly as bad about having to lose the primary summoner spell as others would, considering there's lots of playmaking that Rel can do with that, coming out from brushes, looking for shattering strikes into big engages.
But look how much work this Ivern was able to do. So much vision for the top side, including the crab. Bottom engage, though, and
there's that shattering strike into the big engage I'm talking about, but the problem is it was just a food delivery as C9 end up winning the 2v2, and now Blabber's ready to join up to maybe get something else against Prince. He'll look for that second part of the W, but Spica's here to reinforce in time. Early first Drake here, 7
gonna try, all right. Looks like they should be able to get it. Even with mid lane getting chunked out and pushed back, you know, yeah, M&S does lose out on some minions there at the tower, but as you say,
what you're talking about with Prince, I think. We've seen a lot of those trades today where one team will take the Herald, but then the other side gets the plates and the minion advantage, but Prince gets back down there in time. Impact! Stunned up from Fudge's engage, and Blabber's follow-up means the
will get caught in the pinch, and it's just going to be turret plates traded.
But the problem is about trading plates and trading progress on turrets when you're up against a team that has the Herald side pretty much always wins these, as Vikla continues putting that pressure on M&S back in the mid lane in the Silas versus Tristana matchup. Berserker still just trying to get this third plate down here in the bottom lane as the Herald is summoned up in the top side. It's a 3-man C9 play on Vikla back in mid. I don't think he's going to be taking anybody with him. And M&S.
Fudge rotates over. The tower's still going to go down, but
yeah, C9 can't stop it. There could be an opportunity for C9 to steal something away, but Blabber has no smite, and he's on the other end of the rift, so this should be easy peasy for Spica as long as he doesn't disrespect no smite it for some reason. There we go. Drake secured some
They are definitely set up with a lot of options to track, though.
Glacial Prison finds the enemy support because if Felios had cleansed, they interrupt the jump over the wall with the crash. The Buster shot from M&S now means that Tristana has to be that much more respectful here in the 1v1 as the Cannon ultimate is used to not great effect by Fudge. Impact ready to TP into the fight now. The Herald is going to be secured by C9, but what about the fight after? Moonlight Vigil looking for it, but they ain't going to find the damage through that. Impact will get it done himself. Vikla still seeing if he can find
Top side, they're going to go for a dive, teleport in.
Vikla jumping away, trying to use the mobility on Silas here to outplay this.
With the minion wave and with the Rift Herald, they get the tower to boot.
Now showing up from Vikla, looking for a potential flank. FlyQuest, this could be their move. Vikla's coming around, but he's spotted by a control ward. He steals away the Recon ulti, jumps back over the wall. Blabber flashing out of the way to guarantee that he can get the Arctic Assault back over the wall without being body blocked, but M&S just took the tier 2 in bottom lane.
All right, Prince has double summoner spells rotating over to the team. FlyQuest trying to take this dragon down with Daisy tanking. Setting up the brush, M&S on the flank Tristana. He's going for a recall, actually. He's out of there.
Yeah, it looks like C9 are saying, all right, maybe we don't go for this. Red-white guns on the Aphelios. Drake gonna partially reset here as Impact and Vikla and Vulcan rotate over to stop C9 from taking the tier 1 turret at the same time. They'll leave
For FlyQuest, Daisy taken down for a nice 50 gold there, and they're not done.
They fire off the Glacial Prison, and they aim true at Spica. Blabber sniping on the Sejuani again.
And the best part is, he emoted the happy bee when Daisy got killed. Didn't know he was...
Somebody's gonna die if you're casting all those spells, and that's exactly Fudge's goal. M&S jumps over the wall with a rocket jump. Follow-up from
dead.
Blabber and Sven is true, and that's an instant pop on the enemy jungler. It's 22 minutes into the game, Kobe. The Baron is available. FlyQuest gonna try to get something back here on Sven. Vikla finds a little bit of damage on him, but he's still at half HP. C9 starting up the objective.
All right, we're getting a recall for Impact. Is that in order to go get a buy-off to teleport in and actually fight this?
I feel like it must be.
They're gonna do it.
But
Even
the Baron's already gone. The Baron's already down. It's secured by Blabber and C9. FlyQuest knows they can't just run into Fudge. She's got Slicing Maelstrom plus Flash. Next item, but it's not enough to be a real serious threat as Vulcan's just trying to get some vision control here in their own jungle. M&S takes out the tier 2 turret on the top side. Pure. And there it is. Berserker's Feathers are just absolutely shredding the thing. And that is Drake number 2 of the game for C9. 1,000 gold, their lead. They still have Baron for another 60 seconds.
it certainly looks like we are seeing a slow march for Cloud9 towards a tiebreaker at the top of the table, and they go for it!
Glacial Prison, it's gonna find Vulcan. He tries to counter-engage here with a Magnet Storm, but it ain't gonna work. Keep your eyes on Fudge. The Slicing Maelstrom could still come out with a flash over the wall. He's ready to go! He finds Vikla, he finds FlyQuest, a double kill, a triple kill. Impact's alive, but it don't matter. M&S is gonna take care of that real soon. Ruthless Predator for a stun, but it's only buying a little bit of time. M&S flashing after the Croc here to detonate the explosive charge. That'll complete the ace. That'll complete the game for C9.
Cloud9, they've got a date with the Golden Guardians later today, Flowers, at the top of the LCS.
Cloud9 gonna take the win here. The respawn only in time for Vulcan. C9's gonna end the regular season with a win. They will earn themselves a tiebreaker with Golden Guardians for first place, and they'll take down FlyQuest.
Well...